Well, good morning all for Halloween, Monday the 31st of October. Yes, it's come around quick, the end of this month. What have we got then? Well, we've got a predominantly southerly flow over the country, and as you can see, this low pressure over the Bay of Biscay starting to move out towards the east a bit, which will start to cut off the very unseasonably warm temperatures. Although it won't be cold, we're going to start to notice that things become just a little bit more normal. Unfortunately, that does mean that we get into a slightly more unsettled pattern as we go through the next few days, with a number of low pressure systems close by throughout the week. But for today, sort of weak fronts all around us as such, not really making too much of an impact until mid to late afternoon, and a southerly flow to southeasterly flow coming hopefully easterly later in the day. Those winds at height generally starting off almost due south and then becoming southeasterly, generally around 20 to 25 knots, a bit lighter than yesterday, which is nice. Satellite picture over the UK shows a reasonably bright start, but with some low cloud dispersed with that. So yeah, has been quite bright, but so far some clouds bubbled up over the hill, so which is a little bit annoying. But yeah, should burn back a bit and leave us sort of a hazy sunshine morning and hopefully into the afternoon. Brain radar today, not really showing too much. The chance of some drizzle and low cloud later in the day. Public forecast says sunset today at 20 to 5 and 14 degrees at top temperature, with that generally cloudy to hazy sunshine picture. But yeah, you can see by about 3 o'clock, it does start to go downhill. So yeah, we'll make the most of as soon as this low cloud clears to get what we can in today. The rest of the week looking very unsettled, which is really our first proper unsettled week for a little while actually. So yeah, maybe the chance of some flying tomorrow, but it is looking really unsettled beyond that. Okay, looking now at the GFS temperature model for today. Looking there at a top temperature of 14 to 15 degrees and dew point somewhere around 10 degrees. Currently Lasham with a temperature of 12 and a bit degrees and dew point of 10 and a bit degrees. It is fairly damp and humid, so unsurprisingly some low cloud at the moment. Picture outside, looks like that at the moment, so you can see probably cloud below 1,000 feet at the moment in some areas, but brighter elsewhere, and hopefully the brighter spells will filter through during the morning as we get the guidance out. Farnborough currently reporting no cloud detected, but you can see in there that broken clouds at 1,200 feet is as a tempo for most of the morning. I'm confident that will just be for a short period of time. So yeah, should be right. But looking later into the afternoon, it does show that we are going to see shower activity from about 2 o'clock onwards, with a lowering cloud base, and from the looks of it by 4 o'clock probably unflyable as that warm front approaches, however weak it might be. So yeah, try and get most of the stuff out of the way this morning. I don't think there's much chance of soaring now at this time of the year. In fact, this says it is unsoarable today. But yeah, that rain sort of getting to us by 4 o'clock. So to round up today, southerly flow initially, becoming more east as the day goes on, and brighter starts, but yeah, progressively worsening conditions as we get towards the end of the day. So yeah, make the most of the sunshine whilst it's here. Very little to talk about on no terms actually today. Pretty much nothing to affect our local gliding operation as far as I'm concerned. I'll just check. There's nothing jumping out at us on Sky Demon as well. Yeah, there is nothing of note in our vicinity today. Okay, operationally, it really depends on how southerly the wind is. Our first option is to operate towards the south, which we do not like doing. With the southerly operation, runway 16, it's generally left-hand circuits preferred. So left-hand circuits around onto the grass, keeping clear of the winch line, which will be quite close to the runway today. So yeah, if we are going to use 16, then we will need to be careful, and obviously have to land quite deep. It's not a particularly long runway, so you don't get particularly half the winch, and aerotows can be a little bit more on the interesting side. But yeah, left-hand circuits preferred. Right-hand circuits are possible, but can block up winching and aerotowing a lot more. So think about that. I am very confident though that even if we can't start off on it first thing, that we should get onto 09 later and be able to have a fairly standard operation with the winch. Sort of, you can tell I didn't go to art school. Have the winch by the panhandle and winch across the airfield. We'll see if that's possible first thing, but looking at the clouds, I'm not sure that is possible at the moment. So we'll just have to see when we get out there. So yeah, runway 16 probably just start with a change to 09. We do have a jet movement, a very shiny Airbus, which has just been painted at East Midlands. It's going out on air test to Norwich, and it's due here at about 12:30. So we're going to time lunch to be absolutely precisely on that, with no delay, because this time of the year we just do not have the daylight to be sat in the clubhouse. So yeah, let's get the gliders out. Let's get going. Enjoy the day. Bye for now.